What's going on, YouTube? This is Jedi Reviews, also known as the Jedi 270. Please forgive the road noise. I'm out here by my garage here on my driveway, and I wanted to get outside on this bright sunny day, and I wanted you to see this item in all of its glory. What we're going to be talking about today is an eBay item that I bought from a lady. Basically, her son was in a tragic car accident. He had some brain damage and was in a wheelchair. So they go out to the mall. He sees this item and he absolutely has to have it. Now, this item was released by Riddell in 1997, which makes it incredibly hard to get. So I looked at it last night on eBay and I found like 9 listings for it, and there's some really good deals on there too. This item is the Darth Vader quarter scale from Riddell. I did get the box, and it's very important that when you buy these things that you get the box, because inside you'll notice this neat little envelope. Collector's information is inside. These items are extremely hard to find. Got a little wind blowing, so I'm going to try to just stack everything up here. Basically what you get inside there is you get your Riddell information card. It's basically useless at this point since they lost their licensing and they're no longer made. You also get your COA, your Certificate of Authenticity. Now, a lot of people claim that COAs are useless. I don't think so, or they're nice to have, and some of them really cannot be copied because of like watermarks, and this one does have a watermark. And also in here, which I think is loose to interpretation, heat dispersion, vents, and all that stuff. I don't think George Lucas really went that far into detail, but you get a nice little blueprint of the Vader helmet and what all the little doodads are, like magnetic clamps and so forth. And also, the most important thing about getting the box is, especially with this item, is you get your instruction manual. Now, if you don't get the box in the one that you purchase, don't sweat it. Just, favorite this video, subscribe, come on over and look at it and add it to your favorites, and it'll always be there. Plus, I'll do this on camera for you. Alright, so that's everything that's in the little collector's paperwork envelope. Let me get that stuff put away real fast. This is not like a typical review that I do. I don't want you just to sit there staring at nothing for a while. Let's slip this underneath here. Now, basically what comes inside that box is this really big styrofoam package. And inside you will notice the Darth Vader quarter scale helmet. And this is basically how it's packaged. And you need to be very careful. If you'll notice, the neck piece is running through that piece there. So what we'll do is, let me get this out for you, and then we will cover each piece, how it's made and how it's put together. Here's the dome, the face mask, the neck piece, and the display stand. Okay, move this out of the way real quick. Alright, so let's start with the face mask. This piece is constructed of ABS plastic. It has a lot of die-cast metal parts on it. Here's your heat dispersion vents, your magnetic catches, magnetic catch up here. And if you'll notice right here on the inside, this is the stud where the display base goes. Okay, it's a ball joint which allows you to swivel it any way you want. Also, if you'll pay close attention, I don't know if you can tell, that's why I want to get out here in the sunlight. This is the symmetrical version, meaning that if you split it down the center, it's both sides are equal and the same, and they're placed together. Now, the original mask that was worn by David Prowse was asymmetrical. They were made in 2 separate molds, and they weren't identical at all. Now, your vent in your breast screen here is all plastic on this part, okay? But these are metal all the way around, and you have your metal pieces on top of the helmet. And also, if you'll notice, this is the Empire Strikes Back version, where you have shiny and gunmetal, and it's like checkerboarded, which I really like that a lot. Okay, now we get into the display stand itself. You've got the ball joint on top, as I said. Down here in the bottom, excuse me there, didn't know my phone was in my pocket. Down here you have your Imperial symbol. and on the bottom you have 3 rubber studs to protect your covering. Now here is your dome that comes with the, actually, yeah, it comes with the helmet, duh. Alright. And then here in the top, you'll notice it's got a little ring. This is what snaps it onto the face mask portion. This is the best part of the whole thing. Now, this helmet is actually, you'll hear me talk about collecting, and you'll hear me talk about variations. There were 2 variations of this helmet. Now, there is another one like it on YouTube right now. As far as I know, it's the only other video. So if you search Darth Vader Riddell helmet, it'll come up. And if you'll notice, the vocabulator, the thing that helps Vader talk right here, is not chromed. This one is. So the chromed version probably carries about maybe $10, $15 more in value. And it was one of the first ones ever put out. Also, you've got the blue and the red. And I'm not sure if that the matte colored metal one has that. I'll have to go back and look at it. Your vent, or your tusks rather, are both metal, and your bottom breath vent is metal. Your nose cones that come up to allow Vader to breathe, those are also metal. The individual wires run all the way along. Now if you'll notice down in here, you've got black and white and red wiring. Those are rubber coated wires. And you have the metal braiding right here, which is like electrical insulation kind of thing. And of course this part's plastic, and this is on both sides. The detail inside this helmet is absolutely amazing. Okay, now right now on eBay you can get 4 of these in its case for $125. This one, she had $50 buy it now or best offer, and I offered her $58 simply because the kid loved the mask so much. And I told her that I would give it a good home. So now these are all metal. These are all the studs around the back side of the helmet. And then right around the top here is a very hard, dense rubber. And then inside, I don't know if you can tell by the texture, but this is a very soft and supple foam rubber. Now right here, this is why it's important to get it with the box and with the instructions, or to favorite or subscribe, okay? You see these little pieces right here? Okay? These are very fragile. Okay? You have to be very careful when you're assembling this helmet. You also have to right here. What you do is on the bottom of the face mask, you'll notice there's 2 little dents here. One of these is already gone. Okay? I never noticed that before. But these will slide right inside, and then you pull out slightly until they snap down. Now you have the assembled face mask and neck piece. And it's also really nice to look inside there and see all the internal workings. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take the helmet right here in the top of the dome, and we're going to attach it here. You just simply line it up inside and push until it seats. You'll hear that click. Now you take this piece right here, and you want to hold it level down in there in the other part and push until you hear it pop. And then what we have is the fully assembled Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back helmet. Move it back here a little bit. Zoom in on it. Absolutely beautiful collector's piece. It's absolutely awesome. One of the best helmets I've ever seen. This is even better in my opinion than the quarter scale master replicas. As we turn it on its base, you get that really good profile there, and then come across towards the back, and then of course the other side and back to the front. So I hope you really enjoyed this video. I mean, I know it's kind of like sloppy, but I didn't mean for it to be that way. It's been a couple of days trying to get this new channel set up and get everything done. And here in just a few minutes we're going to film the Gentle Giant stuff, which is really awesome. I absolutely adore Gentle Giant. And there we go. So go on over to eBay. You know, if you got 125 bucks to throw away, I'd pick up the 4 still sealed in their case. You send them off to toygrader.com, which is the AFA. Get them graded, and you can probably more or less triple your money. I would turn around and try to sell them to Brian's Toys if I bought them. Also, there's 1 or 2 of them listed on there right now at $25 with no bids on them, no offers. So I would definitely snap it up. It's a piece that's no longer made. You get the box, and it's just a brand new piece, and it's awesome. Great addition to your collection. This is Jedi Reviews. We thank you for watching. Subscribe, rate, comment, and have a wonderful day.